I'm Sharon. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to take a moment to talk about something which can be quite a touchy subject really. It can be quite raw, or as I've found it to be so in my experience, and that's the topic of one-upmanship, or as you could say, competitive jealousy. And I find that it's particularly rife in the arts, and specifically music, as far as my experience. I guess it's part of life wherever you go. But it seems to be quite a hot topic in the subject of music and musicians. There's always some sort of jealousies and rivalries if you're not careful. Inevitably, there are going to be people who are better than you, and there will be people who are behind you in ability. And that's just the way it is. We've all got different lives. Everyone's had a different start in life, or people's life circumstances are different, and so their sense of application or their opportunity to apply themselves is different, and we can only make the best of what we've got now, can't we? And so if there is somebody who is better than you, then you can use that as a source of motivation to encourage you and to encourage you to really crack on and dig in and try to improve your own skill set. And if you are better than somebody else, you can give them the helping hand and encourage them and just guide them and give them a few tips to help them. Sadly, it's not always the case. And so if somebody is better than you, oftentimes that can create insecurities. And then those who are ahead of you don't necessarily end up being all that helpful, and there can be all sorts of unkind attitudes and so on. But there's no need for it to be that way. And so it's up to us to sort of draw the circle around ourselves, and we can be that encouraging influence, or we can encourage others. It does bring about a sense of insecurity. It's like, well, they've got an amazing piano, or they've had the best start in life, I didn't get that help, or people can be unkind and not encouraging, and more shame on them. However, we can make that choice. There's always going to be somebody better than you, and there's always going to be somebody who's not as good as you, and we just have to accept that in this great stream of life, we're all dipping in at different points. And you need to just be careful that you don't allow that to crush you and demoralise you, but use it to help you to grow and to improve your own skill set, and to be kind to others as well. And it's a hard thing to do, not to get insecure and not to get sort of discouraged by sometimes the unhelpful attitude of others. Thankfully, I've had quite a lot of encouraging friends who are so much better than me in so many ways. However, they've helped me and helped me to grow into my musicianship. And I could say the same about my YouTube channel, because there's just little me, and I don't profess to be an absolute authority. I don't have all of the tip-top equipment. And there are people out there who I am sure are far more knowledgeable than I am, who have so much more experience. But I think there's room for all of us. It's big enough. The internet is a big enough place for all of us. And you just don't have to be discouraged, and you just have to be confident, or try and be confident in your own little space. And just as you have to practice your musical skills, and you do your piano practice or your flute practice in order to get better and you grow in skills, that's what I'm having to do with the YouTube. I look back on some of my first videos and it's like, oh my days, but I've got to start somewhere. And so I don't use that as a demoralising task, but just, you get better with practice. And so I'm going to keep practicing, and I'm going to keep trying to improve. I'm trying to improve my own knowledge all the time, so I've got more knowledge to share as well. And I think just try and take comfort, take some encouragement in the fact that we're surrounded by lots and lots of different people. It's a big, big world in some respects. There's room for all of us, and we can all just happily get on and do our thing. And if we can encourage each other along the way, we will get better. I look back on my first theory videos and I was so nervous working under a camera, and I made such silly little mistakes here and there, and it's like, I really do know my subject here. But I'm really grateful for that time where I could practice and I honed my skills. And so now that I'm embarking on the new syllabus for the theory, the Discovery Music Theory syllabus for ABRSM, I feel like that training ground, that proving ground has really helped me. And so it's the same with the instruments. I mix with people who are better than me, and then I will be encouraged to then pass on that encouragement to encourage others to get better. And so you see, the world keeps turning. And so I do hope that that is an encouragement to you, and be aware of the pitfalls, but just don't fall into them, and stay focused and stay motivated. Thanks for listening. Bye.